Hi everybody, thank you for coming back to the BNS channel, and today I want to talk about games people play, and I don't mean the bad ones, I mean the ones that you do at parties. When you host a party, if it's Scentsy or any other direct selling company, typically, yes, they're there to see the product, in my case they're there to smell the scents, but it's also a gathering of family and friends. So you want to make it entertaining, you want to have fun, you want to give prizes away, and games are the best way to do that. So what I'd like to do is just kind of go over some of the games that I play. By all means, they're not mine, so you guys can use them. And also, if you have more games that you play that I don't mention, please mention them down below in the comments. I would love to hear your ideas. But otherwise, these are some of the ones that I do. And of course, we're not going to get to play them on the camera, but I'll try to explain them to the best of my ability. So one of my favorite games to play, basically because it takes a little bit longer, but it also gets people familiar with the scents that we offer, or in a case of a different direct selling company, in the products that you offer. Typically, what I will do is I will write down all the names of the scents, and I create myself bingo cards. And we play bingo. And of course, the middle square always says Scentsy, but the other squares are the names of the scents. And of course, you can't have the same name twice on a card. So there are programs on the internet that help you randomize that. So that would be one game that I play, and I do that one often. It's bingo. Another game that I like to play is called Shout Out. And basically the way that that works, if you see me looking at notes, it's because I've written them all down to make sure that I don't forget pieces of it. But basically the way that that works is you take a deck of cards and you tell your guests that every time they hear the word, in my case, scent, scents, or Scentsy, they need to shout it out, and you can give them a card. Now, at the end of the game or the show or the event, what I typically do is say, okay, time is up for the shout out game. What I'd like you to do is add up all of your cards, and of course the King, Queen, Joker, and Jack are all worth 10 points, and the Ace is worth 11. So, and that's, you can do it however you want, but that's how I do it. And whoever has the highest total wins a prize. So that's always fun because they're really paying attention to what you're saying. They're trying to catch you in the act, so say, by saying the word scent, scents, or Scentsy. So that's called the shout out game. Another game I like to play is Guess the Scent. And this actually worked with a different company that I worked for, and with perfumes, but it works marvelously with scents from Scentsy. So typically I'll run this party if it's a group of people that know what Scentsy is, that have either purchased scents from me before or from someone else and is familiar with the type of scents that we have. So what I usually do is I'll pick not the easiest ones, but I'll pick 2 or 3 different scents that I'm pretty sure that they'll get, but it's not going to be, you know, perfectly pomegranate or sugar cookie. Those are pretty easy to figure out. But I'll pick a few and we will pass it around, and when the first person guesses what it is, then they win a little prize. And typically when I say prizes, it's not, you know, something, it's not $5, $10, it's, you know, $2, $3, and that way I can give out more prizes. So that one is Guess the Scent, and it actually goes over pretty well because you should hear some of the things that come out of people's mouths when they're trying to guess a scent, and they think they're right. So that one's fun. So Guess the Scent is my other one. I have 2 more games. One of them is the purse game. Now the purse game can be played 2 different ways. Typically when you have a party, you want to try and book more parties. You want to get people to host more parties so that the ball keeps rolling and your business continues to grow. So 2 different things that I do with the purse game. The first one is anything in their purse that starts with the letters from Scentsy. So in other words, if they have something in their purse that starts with an S or a C or an E or an N or a T or an S or a Y, they can pull it out, and the person that has the most items wins a prize. Okay, so the second part of the purse game, and you'll have to excuse the lighting. I think the sun is going down and the lighting's getting a little bit different. The second part of the purse game is to kind of help with your booking of parties. As they're trying to find things in their purse that start with the letters from Scentsy, there are going to be some people that don't find many items at all. So part of what I do is say that if you want to host a party, then raise your purse up into the air and you automatically get 10 points, which would mean the same as 10 items in their purse. So if someone is not finding a lot of items, you're going to find that purse up in the air. So that's a good add-on to the purse game. Works really well, and I've got a lot of good results from it. Okay, now one of the last parties that I do, which I really enjoy this one because what I do is I will prepare some helium balloons and I will insert a little slip with the name of a prize on it. Now it could be a scent of wax, it could be a scent circle, whatever you choose. And as the guests enter the party, I hand them each a balloon. Well, of course, it sparks interest because everybody wants to know what the balloon is for. So typically I'll have them hold on to the balloon for most of the party, and towards the end, the middle, depends on how the party's going, I will ask them, is there anybody out there that would like to host a party? Well, the initial reaction is typically I don't hear anybody offering. So sometimes I do. Usually what I'll say after that is, if you choose to host a party, you can pop your balloon and find out what your prize is. That usually intrigues people, and we usually can set up dates that way. But then I say, before you pop your balloon, if 3 people pop their balloon, then the hostess gets to pop her balloon to see what she got for a prize. Now typically what happens at this point is they'll usually get that amount of people because they want their hostess to be able to pop their balloon. So that's a fun party game. Kind of keeps their interest for the whole party, but that one seems to work pretty well, and it's a good booster for hosting more parties. Well, those are some of the games that I use at my parties. I'm sure that there are hundreds of games out there that I didn't even mention. I would love to hear if you have a game that you use at your parties. If you would like to share, please leave your comment below. Let us know what you do for games at your parties. And I want to thank you very much for coming back to the BNS channel. I hope you found this helpful. You have yourself a sensational day.